Well, road trader. Let's go to this astropathic station. Oh, it's an event. The astropathic station is dead ahead of the voidship. It is motionless. There is lifeless silence across its vox frequencies. Its lights are out. Even those who have no warp sensitivity can feel the presence of death. It is here, lurking in the shadows. All of this makes reading the reports of the ship's astropaths, who claim to be hearing an incessant ghostly howl emanating from the station, all the more disturbing. Contact the station by Vox. The station is not responding. Perhaps there's no one left who could respond. Deploy a scouting team. Enforcers offer their prayers and proceed to enter the uncanny station. What they saw inside was monstrous. Astropaths upon their thrones, not quite here, not quite now, smudged, as it were, across time. Servants reliving their whole deaths again and again, only to be reborn out of ashes and blood into more agony a moment later. The warp manifested itself here, twisting the very nature of existence. The main hall was covered in a crust of psychic ice. A green-robed blind old man sat motionless on a tall throne. He was quite literally embedded in the ice, yet he was still alive and screaming. Oh, nice, 100%. Send Zachary Weiss to the station with a squad of bodyguards. Succeeded. Woo! Choir Master Weiss boarded the station in person and proceeded to the choir's hall. He stood silently for hours in front of a man, frozen ice, and held a telepathic conversation with him. Then Master Weiss offered a prayer to the God Emperor, and the unfortunate man passed away. Upon returning to the ship, Weiss reverently presented the Lord Captain with a grim trophy, the late Choir Master's amulet taken from his frozen body after his death. Denial of nightmares. If worn by a Psyker, the wearer gains immunity to the horrors of the warp effect. Okay. That's not bad, good for Adira. She triggers that more than others, I think. I don't know, is that triggered from us casting, or is it only from demons? I'd have to see. The psychic shriek coming across the Imperium has been silenced, but this has brought the crew no relief. A chilling realization came to the astropaths when they discovered that the cry was masked in a different sound, one even more terrifying and surreal. It was the melody of a cataclysm. Melody, not malady. The melody of a cataclysm born from a warp storm of titanic power, so intense that the entire expanse must be able to hear it. It muffles astropathic messages and crawls into Psyker's minds, broken everywhere the same image, a dark, gaping, beastly mouth cleaving the universe in two. Now that the mad choir master has finally stopped screaming, the song of the Imperium has reached the rogue trader's voidship too. Explore it. A brief and chilling chronicle of the station's doom was found in the scribe's records. A warp disturbance of monstrous proportions wiped out half the choir at once, turning astropaths into living portals through which torrents of the Imperium energies poured out. Those who lasted longer bellowed and howled about a black rift that split the universe into before and after, a darkness that would devour the Astronomican's light. Wow, that music's really loud. I don't think it makes much difference here. Let's seal it. Might be bits later on. Seal the station, dooming its gloomy inhabitants to eternity of suffering. We leave the destination and all its chilling secrets behind. That was the scream. Okay, so where's the help? Yeah, let me look at. Let's do a Psyker here, damn it. Opening Grimoire Psyker. That's just stuff, isn't it? That's a warp, maybe? Yeah, those armor warp damage, okay. Okay, right. effect. Nothing about holes of the warp there. To do with demons there. Okay. Tech W Rathbone Wraithbone P no. Let's do a Psychers in here. Psychic powers. Psychic phenomena and perils of the wall. Phenomena is a smaller one. Perils are the harder one. That's a major, okay. That's perils of the psychic phenomena, not that. I was put on you then. I thought it might stop her taking the effects of what she self-blown. Or blown herself up, but it doesn't. Scan for 50 XP, if I remember. Yay! Rykadi Philli, the prison planetoid. Yep, take everybody. And because we've got Kibble, we're a person up than normal. I didn't hear any thrusters then. Pilot to a cow.
What do we have here?
Trap over there. Come in, escort. This is Captain Rykadi. Escort, please, come in. The pale young woman looks at you with a mixture of hope and disbelief swirling in her eyes. You notice her hands trembling as she clutches her weapon. Who are you? Did you come from the planet? Are you reinforcements? Saint's teeth thought you'd never come. I'm rogue trader Jellybobs von Valancius. Now introduce yourself. At once, sir. The woman stands at attention. Captain Rykadi, servant of House Winterscale, the pilot of this shuttle. It's an honour to be greeting His Lordship von Valancius. Tell me about the planetoid. Let me adjust my microphone. The only settlement on Rykadi Philli was a penal colony. The prisoners work in the mines and the domed quarries. They mine sulphur, sarum dust and sand, which is then melted down. A rather nondescript place, also, so it was prior to current events. What happened here? There's been a prison riot on the planetoid. Sadly, it's been led by the prison warden himself, the Honourable Anathagan Castelia. He has allied himself with the rebel that he himself was supposed to watch, and declared Rykadi Philli, was it Rykadi Philli, not just Rykadi Philli, to be independent of the authority of the system's lawful governor. He came here as a shuttle pilot alongside the Honourable Yvain Winterscale, son of Caligus Winterscale, vanquisher of Xenos, forever triumphant over the enemies of humanity. She details, enunciating every word of her overlord's title. Young Lord Winterscale wished to speak to the warden personally, so he put an end to this lawless treason. He and his escort went ahead and she grows paler. I haven't been able to contact them over Vox for a very long time. Now, that's because I went to other places first. Yvain, Ablad mutters, stroking his beard. One of his distant younger offspring, yes. There's not much I know about him, which means he hasn't distinguished himself in any meaningful way. Yvain Winterscale has made several diplomatic visits to York 5 on behalf of his father, rogue trader Caligos Winterscale. The Great Regent would not have granted entry to someone dishonourable, which means, whatever happened to this terrible malodorous place, we must aid this man of noble blood. Yeah, because when we're going through the York 5 logs, they did say the scion of Winterscale came to visit them. The warden himself is spearheading the riot. Yes, she bites her lip. No one expected this. Master Castelia is a nobleman from a respected governor house and a vassal to House Winterscale. All of a sudden, he proclaimed that Rykadi Philli was now his personal domain. If the prisoners were his subjects, they would never bow to anyone again. It's pure heresy. And I take it they're looking forward to a diet of sand and gravel? What kind of madman would start a revolt on barren rock? Good point. Why would young Winterscale have felt the need to parley with the dissidents? She sighs quietly. It's a personal matter. Master Castelia, a seditious warden, is Lord Yvain's childhood friend. When my lord heard of the riot, the news saddened him greatly, and so he rushed here without delay, in hopes of bringing his old friend to his senses, no doubt. The first Winterscale in my memory prefers to talk rather than shoot and slash. She smiles faintly. Young Lord Winterscale was not his father's shadow. If he is determined to save his friend, he won't back down. Pray to the throne that he's alive and well. He's been gone for such a long time, and I really don't like this place. Cassia frowns in confusion. Theobald executed his wife and only son on the mere suspicion of treason against House Ocelio. So why did the noble Yvain rush to save someone who had betrayed his house? Did bonds of friendship give one the right to make inexcusable mistakes? Wow. She has been sheltered. Fucking monster. I'm looking for a man by the name of Heinrich van Kalox. Is he here, perhaps? Unless it's one of the prisoners or guards, then it seems unlikely. There are no shuttles in working order other than yours and mine. There's no one else that could have used this. There's nothing else anyone could have used to reach this place. I'm struggling with reading today. Is there anything else I should be appraised of before I set out? Some of the rebels have holed up in the barracks. I don't know how many, but given this is the only way through to where the negotiations are taking place, I would expect heavy resistance. Please take caution. Your lordship, Lord Winterscale's guards mined the entrance so that the rebels couldn't get to the shuttle. I have no more questions. You may excuse yourself, pilot. The woman freezes for a moment before asking hesitantly, Your lordship, if I may have a minute of your time, I wouldn't ever have dared to trouble you with a personal matter, but the situation. In any case, have you been to the capital of Rykadi yet? I wanted to ask if you saw a man there, a communications officer by the name of Jasper. What is your relationship to this man? We are engaged, your lordship, she declared somewhat bashfully. I have not yet been to Rykadi and I know nothing of this officer's fate. That's a shame. May the Emperor keep the fool from harm. Thank you for your time, your lordship. Okay. She bows. You can tell by the desperation in her eyes that she is exhausted, frightened, and wishes to be off this planetoid as soon as possible. Okay, that's a fair amount of reading. I have to get my tongue working.
The Emperor favors me today.
The guard post has been vacant for a long time. There's a layer of dust on every surface. That's the bridge bank. Oh, in between episodes, I swapped over the two-handed sword for her, and I give myself the spinner's blade. That's all. I was thinking about giving myself the breastplate, but she's got 105% dodge, so that's pretty good. And she'll be in the front line more than I will.
This could be an opportunity.
If I could see the golden light of the Astronomicon as you see it, Cassia, I would probably go still forever, unable to take my eyes off the radiance of the Emperor for an instant.
I think you would manage. You have different hues of light within you. Gold, silver, and crimson. One of them would call you back to this world.
Well, I've got to talk to Argento, haven't I? About whether matter. The remains of a meal, one far too lavish for even a hive world, let alone a prison colony. A long string of names extends beneath the heading, top quarry workers of the cycle. Okay, this is demolition.
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
Demolition
Cast your eye there.
is Argento. She's the bestest.
I better myself through my service.
And we've just leveled up. I'll just get this before I forget.
Duty prevails.
Okay.
Keep your wits about you.
And I'll level everybody up. Level everybody up. There are spaces and pauses between words sometimes. And I'll be back in a sec. Okay. What did I do to make sure it's unpaused? Yes. Okay. Here I took awareness and Psyker, my novice. So I've now got psychic rating of 1. Woohoo! Very minor. It makes a difference, but very minor. Abelard. We took Carouse, because he's the only one really who can do it. And defensive stance. If you're not attacked this turn, you get plus 22% armor. Charge and slash do not affect this bonus. So, charge and his slash with his weapon are fine. He still has 22% armor. Idera, we took Psychic Barrage. Targets that are 6 cells or farther away from the Psyker take plus 3 damage that's placed on the ballistic skill. So we will be putting a ballistic skill up soon-ish. And she's got an extra range, didn't she? Where is it? This one? Second sight, yeah. And this is based on perception. So it's willpower, perception, ballistic skill are her 3 skills. And here, pain channeling. When you kill an enemy with psychic power, dealing more damage than the target's wounds, makes this damage with doubt to the enemy closest to the target. So any overkill gets compounded and rolls up to the other targets. Which some of the AoE stuff can be really, really big. Argento took Camaraderie. Each adjacent ally, the soldier deals 10% more damage, and that's based on ballistic skill. That's be going way high as well. And demolition for traps. And blown up doors. Cassio. Pass on scathed. If the perception is hiding their agility, which it will be, the dodge is calculated using the perception and more law warp. So, not much here. I took awareness, didn't I? Yeah. I think. Did I take awareness? I thought I took awareness. Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh yeah, plus 10. Did I take it somewhere else then? Maybe got plus 5 anyway. It's like my nose. So, 1 in there and extra there. Abelard now has got extra carouse, didn't he? Yep, and his defensive thing. What the hell's that? Don't have nightmares, okay. Here we had 2 psycho abilities. Here was demolition, which is down to 75, which is nice. And camaraderie, that's correct. Cassia, pass on scathed, and so her dodge is now 85. rather than 30 less, rather than 55. And you've got character training. Got awareness and character training, agility. 110 dodge. And extra awareness as well. So we're not
Let us not dawdle.
Okay. Prison Diary of Artishan, Part 1. Grok ship. Why me? Why? I missed my tithe payment 12 years ago. 12 years. The inspector's writ got lost somewhere in the bowels of the planetary administratum. I was lying there this whole time, but they made sure to remember to tack on fines every month. By the time they found the blasted paper and finally informed me, the total sum was so obscene it would take 3 generations of my descendants, if I had any, to pay it off. My fate was sealed. Trial, sentence, prison. All because of some daft rotter who shoved my paper into the wrong box. To be fair, I think I got off pretty easy. My bed in the barracks is about as hard as a slab of rockery I got to home. Working in the quarry isn't much tougher than my old job, and the rules, before you take me, that old sod that governs Rykadi Minoris is a bloody sadist by comparison. It's a strange old place. I haven't been beaten once yet. The guards bark orders all the time, but they never hit us. We've also got this kind of inner circle of special chosen prisoners. The Optimatum, they call them. Optimatum? Ultimatum. If they can get in, Emperor as my witness, you can actually get a day off. They'll let you out of your cell and into the yard by the big barracks. And I'll tell you what, they'll let you rest there and feed you better than whatever swill they're giving us in the canteen. They tell me it's to improve our motivation and all that, to foster a stronger desire to reform and become a worthy servant of the Imperium once more. But I know it for what it is, just a club for the Warden's favourites. The same stories everywhere else, suck up to the people in power and get some swanky perks. They say the whole thing was the Warden's idea. Funny man, our Warden. He looks more noble than nobility itself. Tall, groomed, teeth even, eyes burning, boots so polished you can see yourself when you lick them. But that nutter doesn't much want people licking his boots. He walks around looking like he's deep in thought. Alright, with only a couple of guards at his side. And he sometimes, if you can believe it, talks to prisoners. What's your name? He asks them all quiet like. Why were you condemned? Do you feel remorse? He never even yells at no one, never orders to have them flogged. Instead, he doles rewards out to special cases. He keeps telling us things like how we should strive to make society believe in us again. Whatever you say, Master Warden. Starting tomorrow, I'll be trying to join these optimates of yours. I'm stuck here till the day I die. That means no return to society for me. But with the Emperor's help, I might just join the ranks of the local elite.
Always keep your eye on the price. Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Your Emperor won't save you.
Oh, I've been ambushed. Okay. So I can't believe people. Okay. That's my movement. I can get there. Okay. So I will. Oh, there's one there as well. I can get 2 of these. I can move Cassie up and blast that way. So I'll do that. This is the blood oath thing, yeah? Yeah.
As honor ordains.
So she injures herself.
An offering of blood.
Move up.
A dance of blades and shadows.
Move one more actually.
The shadows will see it done. Death is a blessing.
She heals. Just got another death from above. She can get here.
Killing brings me no pleasure.
Got another death from above.
Trust me,
She started with one.
The other side awaits.
Got no more movement. Got loads of AP, but no more movement.
As on our
So-
old days.
Cast Drain in Blood. And
I shall not fail.
bloody him up. Don't think I should have cast Rain in Blood. Can't remember what it does. Yep, let's go here. This has pass through, so hit that one, kill it, and then go straight through to there, hopefully.
Strike is a prayer.
Missed him with the over penetration. I had a 42% chance. Oh, never mind. I can run a gun.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Shoot against that. That's free.
You, my emperor! Doubt is for the
Furious
weak.
recycle. And just
I'll do it.
get a little bit of cover. Grenadier. Let's see where it landed. Over there somewhere. Okay, we got that one and that one. Cassie goes quite late. Okay. Try and finish this guy off then. Oh, we'll give everyone a free turn.
I'll make it happen.
There's only people next to me, so but let's see if it's diagonal now at least. Get a free turn with 2 AP, so it's not much, we can do buffs for free. Okay, let's get to an infusion staff. Oh, I didn't have a... Oh, she's got the infusing, blah blah blah. You've only got one staff, haven't you? Right. Forewarning. Dodge and parry.
Will do.
Why did that take 2 up? Okay, whatever. Can't move, do anything.
Let's get to it.
Nice parry.
Show me what you've got.
Oh, dash avoids counter-attacks, doesn't it? Finally, Cassia. It's got reminded my phone for something that happened 4 hours ago. Okay, right, Cassia. Let's get you to here.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
Okay. Officer stuff down here. Navigator stuff on top. Oh, no one is there. Want that one first. Debuffs. Can't do anything. What's going on? Hit him. Might as well.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
She.
Do not dare ask.
Is that blocking the line of sight? That mound? Probably is, isn't it? That takes 2 and that takes 2.
If only that were possible. As duty demands.
Kill him. Right then, Adira.
Cover me.
You, be gone!
Momentum.
Killed them too. And buff
On it.
you. I've already buffed you. Damn, I meant to buff her. Oh well. Right then, Abelard.
Follow my lead. I'm not interested. That's not the Seneschal's job.
I just got to have a target, don't you? It's not much else. Okay. Now she's got lots and lots of movement points. 14. I just did that again without looking at it. It lasts for 2 rounds, so yeah, okay. Now let's come to here.
I bring mercy and retribution.
Get into the blood.
As honor or death is a blessing.
Splash the blood everywhere. I've got 1 stack of that. So I can move, but I couldn't do anything else. Should have blood oathed him. Okay. Does she have any line of sight? Yep, from here.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
I won't stand for it.
Don't have line of sight with psychic and stuff. That seems pretty shite. And this is 10 cells.
I don't
Let's go
need
here.
luck. I have strategy. I refuse.
No line of sight. Okay. Cassie, I can't really do it.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Can't get in with a debuff, can I? Nope. I swapped to a pistol so we get line of sight indicators. I'll try from there.
This foreboding? No can do.
No line of sight.
Will do.
Dodge on myself.
Not the scryer's job.
Abelard. Ringing up the rear.
Death
Bella.
comes in silence. The shadows will see it done.
Wonder blood oath.
As honor ordained.
And kill him.
As the tenet.
I did have the blood oath there. I was just trying to get it into like not muscle memory, but
I
to remember
always have a backup plan.
the order of which to use things. Knife, just always add to cargo. Stop before. Always add to cargo. I'll take the grenade. The flak vest. No. These cages have been placed in plain view of the beds. The sides are traces of blood and excrement.
I've read about this.
The grease-stained edges of the poster detach ever so slightly. It appears they were frequently moved and rehung. Improved auto pistol and prisoner's shank.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Part 2 of the diary. I swear the Emperor hasn't forsaken me. We actually just came down the shuttle gangway among a fresh batch of prisoners. Cleansing throned damned Willier. Former administrative clerk, no, the clerk, the very same scum who lost the writ about the missing payment. He's the reason I'm in this hole. Don't know what they threw him in for. I've never felt better in my life. He's not just behind the same bars as me, he's fresh meat, and I'm a venerable optimate respected by everybody in the colony. The warden just came up with a new improvement. From now on, anyone who underperforms, misbehaves, or causes trouble by any other way is to be punished by the community, specifically by the local best and brightest. Yours truly, the Optimates. The last two souls who failed to meet the quota are stripped naked, whipped, and thrown to cages in the big barracks. That's where they have to sleep, eat, and shit now with everyone watching. I thought to myself then, that isn't right. They've taken these punishments too far. But now, just you wait, you piece of grok shit. They'll get you for something. These cages are calling your name. Petty revenge. Bare beds made from metal sheets swing back and forth on rusted chains. Whoever is forced to sleep on them will not take much for them to fall off.
Keep your wits about you.
Serrated mono knife and chainmail. Okay, I do want the chainmail. It's a medium armor. 30%. No, what it has is better. This is better dodge, but what he has is actually better. Mesh chest plate. Slightly better and the same amount of dodge. Whereas this is a better dodge, but only 5% damage reduction. So that's like 93. Put this on. It's 100. 7 difference. I think it's big enough. Especially to keep throwing. Oh, can you dodge? Maybe I think you can dodge anyway, yeah. The beds here are bolted to the floor. Some are thin, torn sheets and even tattered pillows. That must be for the Optimates. Faith leads you along your thread, as it leads me along mine. We both serve him in our own way. So why do I see such worry in your eyes whenever you look at me? Amic Argento. That was Kabbalah. Seem to have their own kind of lingo. Like I was Dommy. That's Amic. We find our foes by different means. I kill those deemed guilty of heresy by the exalted ecclesiarchy. You kill those identified by vague portents. I do not know to what extent they can be trusted.
Is there money to be made?
Guard key.
The whispers told me how.
The symbol before you bears a familiar scent. That of the dark forces of chaos. 8-pointed star. Chopped up slabs of flesh have been thoroughly washed of any blood. Part 3. Likes leaving stuff around, or within like touching distance of each other. I'm scared. I should have known that shouting from the warden was going to bring nothing but trouble. No noble, no matter how balmy, or anything of the sort, but that man. It started with little things. The warden would come by to talk as he did, except he used to ask us questions before. Now he's mostly gushing sermons, some gibberish about a path to purgation, the sanctity of sacrifice, seeing with blinded eyes. I listened and nodded. Yes, Master Warden, of course, Master Warden. He could say whatever rubbish he wanted, as long as their tasty optimate meals kept coming. I thought everyone else was just doing the same, nodding just to please the big man. I was wrong. After that, people in the barracks started yapping on about purgation and blindness too. Apparently, those optimates were no longer just the Warden's favourites. We were, Emperor forgive me, prophets of some kind, who were meant to save the rest of the sorry lot, or awaken them, or make them see. Some rubbish along those lines. People were now supposed to make sacrifices to optimates. Yesterday, the sapper slept in the bed under me, in my first year here, cut off his own damn ear and crawled on his knees towards me. He handed me the ear and begged me not to forsake him when the fateful hour came. What in the throne am I supposed to do with an ear? Where's everyone, every single one, staring at me all the time? The Warden said the time was nigh, that fate had truly great things in store for the optimates. I went to look how my good friend Cleansing was doing. He hadn't spoken for 3 months, ever since I had all his top teeth ripped out. He spoke today. He looked straight at me and said, "Dead man." I kept hitting him until it hurt me. Now my fists and feet are all bruised. Half the barrack stood there and watched and prayed. I'm scared. Severed human body parts. Yeah, that's a fair amount. There ain't enough beds for that lot. Judging by the number of horrid morsels, dozens of victims were slain here.
Let us not dawdle.
Torture, interrogation, cell or something?
Just as he ordained.
My brethren, the dawn is nigh. The optimates will guide us to a new existence. Yes, yes, dear brethren, have a taste of my steel. Oh, now I've longed for this, my dear brethren. Oh, how I've longed for this, my dear brethren. Thank the throne, normal-looking faces. We thought we were going to die here with all these nutters. The old man with a gap-toothed smile dropped his weapon and holds out his hands in a placating gesture. Please don't shoot us, your nobleness. Let us speak a word. Abelard. Well, this is a welcome change. Talking before shooting. Still, the Lord Captain, the look of this ragtag bunch hardly inspires trust. Give me reason not to execute you on the spot. Here's the deal. We're honest, quiet inmates. We didn't want to riot, but, well, sitting it out wasn't really an option either. The wardens and lapdogs make short work of those who refuse to join in the festivities, so we had to, play along. But that's all it was, play. We never meant no offence to Governor Medina, nor to the lawful authority of House Winterscale. Give us a chance, eh? We just want to wait until everything blows over and go back to ourselves and quietly do the rest of our time. A repentant, honest heretic, how novel. Judging by Abelard's tone, the senator was utterly unimpressed by the old man's ingratiating monologue. The low-born speech is mottled with colours that conceal his true, darker hues. This old man has a long history of lies. He is using his wiles on us as well, but I see no foul corruption or ill intent in his words. Tell me more about the warden and the riot. Well, sold your tongue talking about that heretic. If you insist, here's how it is. The warden of this here prison, the Honourable Master Castaglia, was a crackpot from the start. The previous warden ran things the proper way: prayer, 1 meal a day, work, punch on the chompers from the guards, work again. But the new one, do you know what this first decree was? He introduced lunches and dinners. By the 9 devils, that's 3 meals a day. The man was obviously stark raving mad. Things only went downhill from there. The guards quit it with the teeth punching. The warden forbade them. Instead, the overseers started counting which prisoners were digging up more things in the quarry, or swinging their pickaxes harder or whatnot. And then, would you believe it, they put together a list of best workers. As if some of that list also showed up good behaviour, that's when they got promoted to be an optimate. That's the upper crust amongst those jailbirds. Or that's how it was at first. Then the warden decided it's the optimates, not the guards, who should be in charge of punishments, as it wasn't the overseer's job to watch the prisoners work, it was the optimates. Well, let me tell you, that's when these goody two-shoes really started to shine. The guards aren't even the same league as our dear fellows, the optimates. In the old days, we may have had 5 or 10 stiff clickings a week, and now, well, now we're lucky if it's only 50. That wasn't even the end of it. Warden Castelia moved out of his chambers to live right in the quarry under the dome, and I think something in his new home really scrambled his brain. He began spouting the wildest things like optimates are saints and who will behold the truth, and he started taking them to the quarry. Not all of them returned. The ones who did, you wouldn't recognise them, more beast than man. They were butchering people left and right, even guards and overseers. The warden himself had armed them, and that's the whole sob story. But I knew it from the moment they let us have dinners. Oh, this won't end well. Yadira nods knowingly. Old Codger's right. Whenever nobles start giving handouts to commoners, something always goes wrong. She notices your look and catches herself. I mean, with all due respect, your lordship, no offence intended. If I spare you, what do I gain from it? Now, how can lowly jailbirds hope to thank your noble self? I have an inkling. You see, us here, we're, how should I put this, different from the rest of the prisoners in this place. They're all petty thieves from Rykadi Philli, debtors, good snipes. They're no one serious. Now we, your nobleness, are cut from a different cloth altogether. We're fortune seekers from the void. Why don't we tell you we're on Footfall Station, you know, Footfall, the only shipyard and the best market in all Koronus Expanse. Yeah, so, we're on Footfall, you can find some very serious business-minded people, and how you can get yourself a very special discount from them on some very special goods. What kind of very serious people? You say special? Or very serious? The most serious kind, your nobleness. Have you heard about the Fellowship of the Void? It's the largest private alliance in the Expanse. There was no leader, of course, but some terribly serious captains who decided that cutting each other's throats over loot was, counterproductive. But cutting throats together, now that's anti-counterproductive. And, well, their joint efforts leave them with an excess of spoils, so they need to dispose of it somehow, and I, in nobleness, just happen to know someone who handles such kinds of dealings on behalf of those very serious people. Your pirates. I came across a voidship belonging to your associates. They were planning to break you out. The man grunts, huffs, and makes up his mind. Well, that's out of the bag. Our fellows were supposed to come and get us a long time ago, but they got tied up somewhere. Void Kraken's gullet with them. And all this time we had to wait. This happened. Pardon me for trying to pull the synth wool over you. It's just that we want nothing to do with this whole warden nonsense. So what now? Will you let us go? David cracks her neck. Sure, no problem. Today tells a little lie. Somehow you stick a torpedo in our side from that ship of yours, if it doesn't fall apart the moment our helmsman sneezes in its direction. Yeah, I'll spare you. Oh, that's so great to hear, your nobleness. Just great. Now there's a true aristocrat. Not that warden creep. Now then, your nobleness, where was I? If you're ever on Footfall Station, there's a district there, the Shadow Quarters. It's called that because it's located behind the statue of our holiest emperor. I know folks have called it something else, also on account of it being behind the statue. Don't ever repeat their mistakes, I'll tell you. Reverend Hieronymus wasted no time in finding and burning them all. Forgive no man for getting distracted. So, Footfall, the Shadow Quarters. There's a bar there, built in the remains of an old ship, and in that bar, in the back room, a certain wizard does her business. Tell her Grandpa Backwater says hello. You'll be a favourite client in the blink of an eye. There we are. Well then, your nobleness, we'll be going now if you don't mind. You may go. This is unwise, Lord Captain. Most unwise. Will do, your nobleness. The man nods slyly. So I smile slightly and leaves. I don't want my ship. Get to Fekria. Ask about got the
I
best
do
tech
what I
use.
must.
An axe. Or was that cargo? Has she really got the best tech use? 25, 30, 33, 30, 30, 35. Okay, well, look at these gloves then. 38. Just got the highest intelligence, Jesus Christ. Clumps of dust, but no trace of weapons or gear. The storage unit has not been used in some time. They left all these pistols as well, auto pistols. What 12 of these? Yeah.
The Emperor favors me today.
That could come in from the outside,
What's a
yes.
peculiar thing?
Diviner staff. Gives consign. The next hit against the target will be an automatic crit. That's a freebie. Well capped. Next attack against every enemy will be an automatic crit. Gas cloud grenade and medikit. I mean, that's pretty good against bosses. Especially because it's free. 0 AP. And the only reason I use that is for the lightning. It's good for crowd control as well. She doesn't get crowd control stuff yet. It's only Cassie at the moment, I think. And the 2 Bladedancers. To the main level. This goes where? To the main level.
I always keep my options open.
Corpse of uniform decorated the winter scale coat of arms. The dead guard did not even have time to draw a weapon. The attack must have come as a surprise. Okay, that's the shortcut.
I always have a backup plan.
To the open pit. Awoken prisoners. Can't see much else. Mirrors. Okay. There's a gate here.
The Vizier. Would he be proud? Am I? Just as he ordained.
The evidence suggests the victim was killed by poison gas. This glass-making furnace was used to melt the extracted sand into glass. Fire grenade, force grenade, melter charge. A rain winter scale, wooden castle armor. Okay. Okay, in this battle we've got to blow up that mirror, or all the mirrors. I'll just do it from here.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
The accretions on the outside of the structure indicate some regularly occurring natural phenomenon, possibly poison gas emissions. I told you, Evie, they're hiding so much from us. Arrogant mentors, holy brothers and sisters. What have they ever given us? Nothing but a pile of fibs and useless admonitions. The voice of the man standing with his back to you sounds almost soft, heedless of everything but what's in front before him. He leans over a prisoner dressed in expensive clothing. But Aurora, she is different. She spoke with me like no one ever had before. She revealed the truth to me, and now I can reveal it to you. If you just stop struggling for one moment. What the man finally realizes he's not alone turns to you. He's clutching a long, thin metallic rod with blood dripping off it. We have guests? From the Valancia's ship, I would wager. Evie, my dear, you'll have to wait. Do not faint, I beg of you. It's important that you feel everything, including your other eye. As the warden is speaking, a strange sensation draws your attention towards the ground, specifically an open pit in the loose dirt. A single word spontaneously surfaces in your mind: cradle. The pit itself does not appear to be of much interest, but at some point it housed something of great importance, something faintly familiar to you. The warden's words are suddenly drowned out by chorus of voices in your head. The entity that still dwells in the recesses of your mind rejoices in a cacophony of cries. This place, it holds great significance for the entity. In the frantic chanting of the voices, you can almost make out words that speak of an ancient grave, one that was opened, for it contains a priceless treasure, the most coveted prize that was retrieved by the faithful after a centuries-long search. Such dreadful shades, Cassia curls and covers her mouth. The colours of this place, they are putrescent to the core, and these people, their colours are oozing with madness and despair, pain and doom. How do you know who I am? Lies have many faces, but there's only one truth, and it has been laid bare before me. I knew the enemy of the truth would come here sooner or later. Dear, you know, we had this guy once, he was a quiet one. One day he walked into the middle deck bar, rewound back, pulled out a gun, and started shooting people left and right without saying a word. Then he shoved the barrel in his own mouth and blew his brains out. Our warden here has exactly the same look in his eyes right now. Who's that on the table? My sincerest apologies, where are my manners? Please, allow me to introduce Yvain Winterscale, the younger son of Caligos Winterscale in the flesh. You know, he was so close to witnessing the truth right before you interrupted our little chat. How dare you, contemptible peasant. Every drop of noble blood you spill, you will pay 100-fold more. Cassia turns to you for support with an expression that is equal parts indignant and frightened. Abelard shakes his head somberly. Poor fool. I knew nothing good would come from his naive attempt at negotiating with heretics. However, Yvain appears to still be alive. If we make haste, we might yet save him. Having a scion of House Winterscale in your debt will certainly prove beneficial. Step away from the hostage at once. The warden sneers and glances at the maimed young man. Hostage? How rude. Young Winterscale is my guest and my dearest friend. He came here himself to visit this old acquaintance and have a heartfelt talk, and I am merely showing him some appropriate hospitality to commemorate our reunion. As if echoing his words, Yvain lets out a weak moan. What madness have you wrought in this prison? Do you truly want to know? Becomes more animated and runs a hand through his matted hair. You know it has been some time since he last trimmed his nails. This was my garden, where I tried to grow the seedlings of a beautiful future. That was before I realised there is no future, not in the sense ordinary people understand. We're too attached to this life, to the limitations of our weak bodies, to the short-sightedness of our eyes that can scarcely see. It is all so insignificant. The true future lies beyond real space, and the only way to reach it is through this cleansing sacrifice. Do you understand? Why did you mutilate these people? These are my optimates. Saints who will guide the flock at the fated hour. Listen. He pauses and smiles. Can you hear? You can't? They're crying out. Calling. It's just that their cries are not meant for our ears. They cast their voices out there, beyond the edge of the glass, into the transparent quiet. There they are heard. There their call is answered. Rogue Trader. Every moment spent on talk to this heretic could be a moment spent destroying him and committing this place to purifying flames. Isn't it time to get started? That pit, there's something special about it, is there not? An item of value was once buried there. Now tell me, Warden, what was the item and who took it from here? The Warden's gaze bores into you, then he smiles at the corners of his lips. You are too late, enemy of the truth. This bastion has already fulfilled its great purpose. You will never find the trail of the reclaimed relic that now rests in the hands of the devout. Who is Aurora? Oh, so you managed to barge in here and interfere with the prophetess's designs without even knowing who she is? It's too late now. You will never attain sight. All you can do is accept your fate. He stirs suddenly like a predatory beast. I do not like it when people take the prophetess's Aurora's names in vain. I desire your death, enemy of the truth. He raises his hand and the main people start thrashing about in their death throes. The time for words has passed. Optimus, give your power to the harbinger of Aurora. Let our foes see the truth, become awash in blood.
I'll make an example out of you.
The masters demand your death.
Okay. Okay. Cassia, where do you go? Oh my god. At the arse end, really? Right then. Let's have a look at their health. 10s, 24s. Anybody hiding up here? There is, there's a guard. Okay. Well, we can get Cabela here. These two and these two are easy in blood frenzy slashy range. I can go over here, I guess. Argenta can shoot that one. Abelard, probably straight up the middle. Adira. Cassia. What's the position? Trying to see the line that's there for Argenta. Okay. All adjacent allies. Well, that would be Argenta. Oh no, just be Abelard. Not really worth it. So. How far can I move? I can move to here. 10. Okay. Put that there so I don't get confused. Blood Oath.
It's as good as done. I'll see to it. Put another enemy down.
Should have Blood Oath in as well. Booker. I thought I started off with one death from above. I do now. Okay. But I still can't use it. This is strange.
Chaos guides me.
This is strange.
Hold on.
1 damage to Argento and Abelard. Right then. Argento.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Well done.
Faith without...
Kill him.
I'll do it.
Right then. That trigger.
Anything is?
Attacks of opportunity. Nope. Oh, don't want to kill my own people. Right. Yeah, let's do these.
Do.
Nice dodge.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
And you
But of course.
blind. He's succeeded it. So he's blind now. But next turn you can try to not be blind.
I bring ruin.
Wow.
Mocking me.
They're really going after Adira. Sworn enemy. Can I charge to him?
Someone else can do this.
Target's too close.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Indeed.
Excuse me. Oh, he's got the mace, hasn't he? How much? 27.
As honor ordained, my blade
Oh.
whispers your name.
Oh shit, yeah. Goes. She's got no movement at the moment. No death from above stacks. Without much movement, can't really do anything.
I serve the ruinous powers.
What can she hit? Oh. She can kill nearly everybody. Okay. Let's go to
Emperor,
there.
give me strength.
Kill that one. This one.
I have a fur painted black.
Both.
I'm not
You.
accustomed to being ordered around.
That one's dead. 3 left. Oh, he's there. Okay. Debuff those two. Minus 29. Mostly from blinded. That's a minimum of ones. Okay. Right. Okay. Blood Oath on
I
you.
won't compromise my principles.
Maybe that's why I couldn't do it. Not having swords out.
My gut tells me it's a bad
Maybe it's
idea.
unavailable. Does he ready? Oh, he's ready to go Blood Oath. Okay. Let's move there.
On
Let's
it.
kill him.
High momentum.
The Blood Oath thing.
Who, if not
3 attacks
me?
on him.
Consider this a taste of what's to come.
It's now down to 30.
It's as
jump.
good as done.
25.
I'll see
there.
to it. Best defense is a good offense.
18. Could use Death from Above. Without spending a melee charge. Immediately making a melee attack against the enemy. The Bladedancer repeats this combination up to 4 times against random available targets. It's impossible to use Death from Above. The Bladedancer only makes a melee attack against a random available target. It can be the same enemy. So let's do 46 damage. Okay, let's do this.
Accept your lot.
Oh, I haven't... Gotta kill these bloody things. Keep forgetting. I've got 2 AP left. Can't do anything. Can I do that?
I won't stand for it.
I serve the ruinous
Injured. I'm enraged.
I'm not doing too well. Okay. (13 to 19). 13 to 19. I'll just do that then.
Doubt is for the weak.
Nice crit. Might as well heal yourself.
Blessed be the hand of the healer.
Dear. Is that one broken or not?
I'm not so sure.
Lens.
No can do.
Target's too far. Let's move a bit more central.
There is movement in the Imperium.
Can I hit that?
That is not my destiny.
No line of sight.
Anything else?
No damage. Okay. Well, you can get healed anyway.
Let's patch you up.
Thank you.
Thank you. You got 6 movement points.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
I will leave footprints of scarlet. I would that I could. The shadows see it done.
Oh, at least you can hit something.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
I don't know if she's going to have line of sight.
That is foolishness. Do not dare ask.
And might as well buff her dealer up. She seems to be taking all the hits. I need to destroy this.
On it. Who, if not me?
She's not choking me.
Fucking hell. Right.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Damn it, didn't go through him.
I'll do it.
Run and gun. Tira, kill him.
On it, then.
Is he still blind? Nope. He is now. And Cassia dodging.
Was that you? Or
A tactically sound approach. At your beck and call.
Endure. Sworn
Victory is
enemy.
imminent.
Charge.
I will do my duty.
Let's attack this. Okay, it's just this one over here now. Can I shoot it? No, I can't shoot it. Okay. Rain in blood.
not fail.
What's that she's got? Fire grenade.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
Debuff.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
And let's give it Avalon
If only that were possible. Me,
Give a deer a free turn then.
if you insist, Lord Captain.
Will do.
Maybe I'll use it once now. I should have destroyed these before. Shit, they've all got guns, haven't they? I haven't been using the bloody guns.
If I may,
So bad at this game. I
It's as
suck.
good as done.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Okay. I don't believe we've been properly introduced. Blood is bubbling on the young man's lips, and his voice is barely audible. But even now it remains melodious and quite courteous. Yvain Winterscale, af Koronus, greatly pleased to make your acquaintance. On the rare days that Lord Winterscale visited York 5, the station was awash in a mist of warm hues. We were forbidden from meeting each other, but I was delighted still to see such rare colours in my home. Now, however, these colours are darkening, twisting from pain and bitterness. We must help, Lord Captain. We must save the clarity of his soul. For he whose presence makes the world a little brighter deserves no less. Lady Cassia, I presume? The sacred child of House Ocelio. How disgraceful it is that on the day we finally meet, Yvain looks away in shame. I find myself not at my best. There was no disgrace in your predicament, Lord Winterscale. The Lord Captain I met under similarly dreadful and tragic circumstances. What have they done to you? And the warden, my friend, I tried to convince him to stop the riot. Diplomacy failed. Speaking is a struggle, but he continues stubbornly. Father hates diplomacy, which is why I had to try. Conserve your strength. You're wounded and need help. Wounded. I would have phrased it altogether differently. Tortured and maimed, perhaps. Have you ever had your eyes burned out? This is my first time. I cannot say I recommend procedure. It is either trying to make light of the situation or growing delirious from the pain. I must take my leave. I'll see to it that assistance is provided to you and you are escorted from here. He nods, given into oblivion. Okay.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
We came in from over here, didn't we? Your eye is drawn to the shards of enormous lens scattered around the broken device. At first, you're uncertain as to what troubles you, but suddenly the realization hits you. The glass shimmers in a unique way, just the same way as the shards of the unknown broken objects you found at Theodora von Valancius' desk. What's the matter, Lord Captain? Why are you so interested in? Abelard trails off when he notices what you're looking at. He instantly makes the connection. By the Imperium saints, it cannot be. Idira bites her lip. I see it too. Whatever that thing in her study was made from the same material as this junk. What? Abelard is at a loss for words. It takes a moment to collect himself, and all at once they start pouring out in a hasty sputter. It's a mistake. Slander meant to blemish the good name of a person who is now dead and can't even defend herself. First those minions of the archenemy murdered Lord Captain Theodora, and now this cannot be tolerated. It will not be tolerated. Come on now, Abelard. Remember what she was like. Idira's smile betrays her grief, but at the same time, it's strangely knowing, brazen, assertive. It was like her entire life was a race against fate, until fate caught up with her in the end. She would have gone headfirst into a black hole if she thought it would put her even one step ahead of everyone else out in the expanse. If we could just find out what she was keeping in her desk, and why she went to get it during the attack. Sister Argenta's beautiful face is full of grief. How bitter it is to know that you are born from bad blood. But do not let this knowledge drag you into darkness. The sister's words ring with a genuine, sincere hope that you be blessed with a worthier fate. She does not appear to be shocked by the news of Theodora's possible heresy. Life must be so easy for you sanctimonious preachers. A dubious trinket, you no longer see a person, you see bad blood, an annoying hindrance. There's enough venom in Idira's voice to poison an entire regiment. Argenta recoils, but the next moment her dark eyes ignite with fury. How dare you admonish me? You're speaking of abetting the archenemy. A person who has tainted themselves thus can never justify their actions. Sure, why go through all the trouble of trying to make sense of anything when you can just label them a heretic and call it a day? Except, dear friend, I seem to remember they didn't mind Theodora so much while you were aboard the ship. You didn't leave her side for even a moment. She rescued you, aided you. Your adoration wilted the moment you heard an accusation sullying her memory. You weren't surprised or upset, you just gave up on her and moved on. Say nothing. Okay, I've looked at that. What did the warden have on him? A noble sword, which is a decent sword. Precise las pistol. Proved armoured body glove. Did that to Idira. He gets hit all the time. She's got something. Carapace, okay. The noble sword. You've got the maul. And you've got the two-hander. Got hit him twice to get plus 6 damage. Not great. Plus 10 damage. What's it based on? Willpower times 2. Okay. 10% armor pen. Precise las pistol. auto gun. Okay. Not sure about these two. Your skin crawls as you approach this place. However, there's not appear to be anything of note. There's goods there.
Is there money to be made?
On that person. Revolver. Oh, Cassia's injured.
The Emperor sets my path.
Does he now?
The pain will subside.
I'm grateful.
I'm okay with being injured and with traumas. Ups my weapon skill, ballistic skill. Was it agility?
Keep your wits about you.
The crippled man's appearance is ghastly. It's evidence he was cared for after his mutation. Until our next meeting, Lord Von Flatis, I acquire some time alone in my thoughts. Probably, yeah. What's up here? Okay.
I always keep my options open.
See if there's anything hiding up here. Nope. Look at the map. All done. Back to the main level then. I'll come over here. I don't think I came over here, did I? Yes, I did.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Okay. So we say anything to the pilot? Your lordship? The rebellion has been crushed. I have news of your lord. She anxiously pushes forward. Is Lord Winterscale alive? Is he alright? He is safe and in one piece. I shall receive him as a guest on my ship, so ready the shuttle. There's visible relief on the pilot's face. Clicking their heels together, she cheerfully barks out. Consider it done, your lordship. Consider it done, your lordship. Thank you for the good news.
Let us not dawdle.
Okay. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Over the past few days, I've received several messages from different decks complaining about anomalous behaviours in the ship's cogitators and servitors. The machine spirits are restless and rebellious, and no tech litany or ritual of pacification can rid them of this obstinacy. The tech priests can deal with the vessel's symptoms, but the servitors, they make errors in their tasks, disobey orders, change the assigned rituals, or sometimes downright freezes as if in a trance. A click comes through the Vox channel, followed by a weary sigh. Lord Captain, occurrences such as these are caused by errors in cogitator calculations, or have some other sensible explanation. I beseech you not to take after those who whisper about the ship being cursed or possessed. Adira joins the channel and chimes in playfully. Oh, don't start, old man. All these peculiar happenings have long since turned into local legends. A door slams shut, a lumen starts flickering. Folk have grown used to all that, so a resident ghost has decided to up the ante, telling you things are only going to get worse from here. Victus. The Technomets inspected the servitors and concluded they posed no danger. According to the servants of the Omnissiah, such behaviour is caused either by echoes of minds not completely eliminated, or by manifestations of the machine spirit's will. Nevertheless, the faulty servitors make the crew's tasks considerably more difficult, and high factum generous Denrock would like to discuss how we should deal with the defective property. He is awaiting your audience on the bridge. And that is where we'll end this episode. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's been a long one, I know. How long is it? An hour and a half. I thought it was longer. Anyway, thanks for watching. Next episode, I'll quickly swing by here, see if there's anything on that planetoid. If not, get 50 XP. And then off to Rykadi, which is going to be a long one. But nearly level 9 already. Jesus. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye for now.